Okay guys, Merry Vlogmas Day 7 continuation. Turkey's in the oven, yay! So my explanation yesterday that I tried to make of, like, unless you're from Newfoundland or you're from like down east, you're not going to understand what Jiggs dinner is, right? So this here is my Jiggs pot. See how big that is in comparison to my kettle? Freaking huge, yes? So right now, nothing is started because it's too early. It's only, what time is it? I don't even know. Oh, it's only 2 o'clock. Okay, so right now in Jiggs pot is the salt meat. And I know that looks disgusting, and like I'm a vegan and I won't be eating that, but that is cured beef, basically, is what it is, and it's called salt meat because it's cured in salt brine. Anyway, down home staple. If you're a newfie, then you grew up eating this like every Sunday. So once that gets turned on at a certain time, and then we have all of the veggies. Everything gets cooked in that one big huge pot that I just showed you. So first in goes the cabbage. Am I doing it right? Yes, cabbage. Then the turnip, then the carrots, and then I have actually 2 bowls of potatoes here. So all of this stuff all gets cooked together in one pot, and all of the flavors of each vegetable and the salt meat all mix in together. It's just absolute yumminess in a great big huge pot. And then of course you have your turkey and your stuffing and your gravy and your, I'm gonna make my homemade cranberry sauce, which everyone loves. And okay, yeah, guys, so I may have like actually outdone myself, and here I am worried that I don't have enough baked goods for gifts. Okay, so these are butter tart squares, and they're so disgustingly yummy and gooey, and there's actually another layer yet under there, so there's 3 layers in there. This, my friends, is that chocolate peanut butter fudge. Goodnessy, yummy, oopsie, crumbly. This is the chocolate Newfoundland traditional snowballs. There's just a couple left in there, and then this entire container is like 3 layers deep. And then this is my somewhat of a fail M&M bark, but it actually, what happened was I didn't allow it to cool enough. That's the one that I had outside in the snow yesterday on the barbecue, and then I brought it in and I just put it in the fridge, not the freezer, like an idiot. And then when I went to snap, like you should just be able to snap it like peanut brittle, and it should come out in like all different irregular shapes like peanut brittle. And it wouldn't snap. It was kind of like breaking a bit and then pulling apart, like the gooey, how do I even describe? The gooey brown sugary filling stuff under the chocolate was like stretching instead of snapping. So my bad, I didn't chill it long enough, but it still turned out good, and it's still like 1,000 calories per bite. And hey, it's Christmas, right, May? And then this is my peppermint chocolate bark. Same thing, bark, but this one's done in chocolate mint with crushed up candy canes. And this one I chilled really well in the house, in the freezer. When I took it out a couple hours later and started like breaking it up, it just went snap, 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 no problem. So that was I boo-booed and I didn't leave it in there long enough. And so this is date squares. Look at those date squares. Aren't they yum, yum, yum looking? Want a bite? Yum, yum. So now I'm filling my tins. So this is the first layer of all the tins. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and this is for all of our children. No. Yes, okay. Just had to make sure. And then I have a couple of small tins over here. This one is done, and it's stuffed so full that I'm going to have to tape the lid on. There's 2 layers in there, and that is something that I'm going to take to Tyson's dear sweet landlady, Pat, because I want to give her something for Christmas because she's the best. And then this one is going to a girlfriend of mine, who is a very close friend, lives close by. And I'm going to drop that off to her sometime over the Christmas season. So this is my tins so far, guys. And stay tuned until they're done. Okay, guys, so there's the two little tins that I have done for my son's landlady and my friend. I just have to put bows and tags on them, and they're already like done and taped shut. So they don't come apart, so I don't want to open them. But anyway, come on over here. My purse is on the floor because it had nowhere else to live. It usually sits like right here. So here we are. Let's fix this. Okay. So these are all of my tins. Should I have the... Ooh, is that too bright, guys? Ooh, that makes it look really glary, doesn't it? There, we'll just turn on the nice artificial light. Yay! So there are my tins, and each one of these guys are 2 layers deep. So there's this layer here, and there's a layer of parchment paper, carefully cut out into circles that Tyson helped me with. And there's a second layer of the exact same thing down below. So each one of them is the same. Aren't they pretty? Get them all lidded and bowed and tagged and everything else. So here's me, worried sick that I didn't have enough baked goods for all these gifts. And last night I tried to make a rhubarb cake, which is a recipe that an elderly woman gave me that I used to care for, oh gosh, 10 years ago. And the recipe was her grandmother's. Whoops, my fingers ran away. I didn't even see that. The recipe was her grandmother's, and it was, so like this recipe is 200 years old. So it's a rhubarb cake, and it is absolutely yummy. I always have rhubarb in my freezer from my gardens in the summer. Well, that's the only thing that grows in my gardens anymore, in the summer. But anyway, so last night I made a rhubarb cake, and I completely screwed it up. And it was garbage, and it went in the garbage, and I was really upset, more upset that I wasted the ingredients. Like, really, it's like, you know, add up the eggs and the milk and the sugar and the brown sugar and the butter and the, you know, add it all up, corn syrup and everything in that recipe, and I think. And I wasted like $10 worth of groceries, and that's not an acceptable thing to do. So I was very upset with myself, but. So this is what I have left after doing all of my tins. Look at how many date squares. Look at how much peppermint bark. Look at how much regular bark, well, the M&M bark. Look at how many butter tart squares. And there's another layer underneath there. I don't know if you guys can see, but there is another layer. And there, oh my god, it's so good. Oh, I'm the worst vegan on the planet. I hate myself, but it's Christmas. And I have this, like I have the entire large container. If you can see, it's 1, 2, 3 layers high in there of snowballs left. And I have this entire bucket of chocolate peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter cup fudge left. So yeah, I didn't have anything to worry about. So yeah, there's the assembly line, guys. So let me get them all bowed and tagged and back in the fridge before they start to melt. But I'll show you them once they're all done. I was going to show you these tins with like the labels and the bows and everything on them before I put them away, and I got carried away with my bad self and I put them away because things were starting to melt. It's hot in here because the oven's on and the turkey's in there, and yeah. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 big tins, and wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 of these size and 2 of these size, and all of that is leftover, well, not the salsa. All of that is leftover baked goods, and I was so worried that I didn't have enough. Okay, hang your baby's first Christmas bowl, 1993, because her mother is 10 million years old, and you're taller than the fucking tree. Meh. Don't break that.
Well, that's why I'm trying to find somewhere to put it, where it's not
I know.
Shatter all over the damn place.
I know. Yours is the only one that was glass. I tried so hard to find the styrofoam one that year, and I just could not find one. So there we go. Merry Christmas, B. Love you. Okay, I'm vegan. I know you're vegan. You're vegan. You're vegan. Can you stay with me? Stay with me. It's like trying to talk a crackhead down.
And that right there, folks, is the bird's heart.
And he just ate it, and Tyson's in the other. He's gonna kill him. It's gonna kill him. Okay, now anyways, that's my Christmas vegan dinner. Look at all those high glycemic root vegetables. That is more cooked food than I have eaten in I don't know when. Shut up, you. My husband goes, since yesterday. Smart ass. That's homemade cranberry. That's beets. We have potato. We have cabbage. We have carrot. We have turnip. We have all the yummy goodness that came out of that big black pot back there. And no, I'm not using the gravy. And there's the stuffing. You're vegan. Go back here. Okay.
Dressing. I didn't get no dressing.
And my vegan butter. So I am going in. I'm gonna die. I just ate more like root vegetables than I have eaten in a very long time. No meat products, no animal products. If you saw my vegan basil butter, not being sponsored by basil, just saying. But I am so full. Oh God, I can't even move. You know what I did have though? I did have, and I'm a really bad vegan. I had a piece of my blueberry pudding, the blueberry cake, and there's nothing vegan in that except maybe the blueberries. I'll probably live to be sorry for it because it's going to be like all gluten-y and my stomach's going to blow up. But